So my name is Sally Valenzuela, and I am the Apprenticeship Coordinator here at Southern New Mexico IAC. I am a native of New Mexico. I grew up in near the Silver City area, which is a large mining area. Well, it was a very tight-knit community. The interesting historical fact about it is that the last I knew, it was the world's second largest open pit mine. It's copper. And there are several other mines in the area. So when I was in high school, the company owned the land rights, mineral rights. So the houses had all been built. They were kind of style like houses from back east. And they were built with large basements so that they could be lifted and moved. And so the community was migrated out of the town where I was raised and is now part of the pit. So all the houses you'll see are all over Grand County. So that's kind of interesting. High school for me, from a small town was completely Americana. And as far as what you see like on American Graffiti, an age of innocence, and where the high school was everything, your social life and football games, etc. So what I took from there is, me personally, I always had an interest in English and business skills, which served to take me far as with twists and turns in life. I had to hone those skills to support my children, and have taken me far as my business skills are concerned. So I did learn that, and I learned to be responsible. Well, my typical day here is taking receipt of timesheets and any changes to the apprentices' records, be that new hires or termination of employment, talking to people on the phone and responding to email contacts that are requesting information about the program, and calling them back, inviting them to come in. If they do come in, I provide a tour of the facility. I answer their questions, and I also created a document when I can't see them personally, which, during this pandemic crisis, I was able to email them, and I created a synopsis of what the program is about and a resource list for contractors to help them in their search for work to become part of the program. So I respond to those requests for information and record their times, provide advancements, make sure that their information is tracked accurately in the state's website for Public Works Administration, and also generate certificates of completion. And if I hear of openings or whatever, I started creating a resource list of any applicants that called in. They're all numbered for the sake of providing accurate data if it's asked for, so that we have a synopsis of the apprentices or the potential apprentices that are calling in. That's part of what I do. I was immediately thrown into the workforce when the children's dad left us, so I could fall back on my office skills. As time passed, those evolved into computer skills, and it was amazing how those skills from high school and increasing responsibility opened opportunities for me. So I learned management, to be resourceful, also to be willing to be adaptable and flexible, and stick with a task even if you feel a little sick or have a personal crisis or whatever. You learn to keep going. And that's what I try to tell the students here when they reach like third year, they start getting a little burnout, and I tell them, you got to get past this. You can do it, and then I relate stories of other students and what I saw them go through, and I tell them, when you're out of here, nobody can take your knowledge away. I mean, you can get a trade that is going to be very lucrative. It's going to bring in a good income. We come from an area here where there's a lot of agricultural and mining, blue collar labor driven jobs, but this is a way that they can always keep improving themselves, perhaps start their own business. There is no impediment as far as your race or your, if you need help with math or anything like that, you can get the help.